Greetings, brothers and sisters. So I'm doing the last edition of my my journey series, and it is already almost 7 hours long. Like, I was trying to squeeze everything in. I thought it was going to be 3 or 4, but I'm almost done with it. I just got one last thing to sort of wrap it up. So it's probably going to be around 7.5 hours. And that'll, I'm grateful to have that over with. There were some interesting developments that happened to do with the heartfulness system and some other things, which, it's just, those of you who are listening to it, it'll be up probably tomorrow or the next day. So I got just a few headlines to get to, putting out a short video today. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell dies from COVID complications. His family said that the four-star general died from COVID complications. He was fully vaccinated against the disease. And I saw how they were celebrating him on the mainstream media like he was some great man. But I'll remember him for getting worked by Dick Cheney and going into the UN and selling everybody that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, which was a lie, right? And he lied us into war, and his reputation took a hit and all that stuff. But anyways, he was somebody with melanoma and what did he have here? Does it say? He had some other pre-existing conditions. He got vaccinated, and he got COVID, and he died. He had multiple melanoma, a cancerous type of white blood cell, and he was immunocompromised. So there's that. Biden suggests shortening length of budget programs rather than slashing them. And so, he's trying to figure out a way to save this thing, and his credibility and all these things are at stake here. Then there's this one. Biden's violating D.C.'s indoor mask mandate. And so they were inside a restaurant not wearing masks, and people caught it on camera. And so they asked Jen Psucki, and it says, Psucki says Biden not wearing masks at restaurant was just moment in time that don't reflect overreaching policy. But this is what really happened here.
Thank you, Jen. There is a mask requirement inside D.C. restaurants, yet President Biden, the First Lady...
She's got a look on her face like, oh, yeah. It's that dude Peter Doocy from Fox News. And they have a little bit of a sort of, if this was a romantic comedy, they'd be doing it by the end of 2021.
We're not wearing masks while walking around a D.C. restaurant on Saturday. Why?
Well, I think what we were referring to is a photo of them walking out of a restaurant after they had eaten, masks in hand, where they had not yet put them back on yet. So I would say, of course, there are moments when we all don't put masks back on as quickly as we should. But I don't think we should lose the forest through the trees here. And
don't miss the forest through the trees here. She's aged like about 5 years in the past year or so.
And that our objective here is to get more people vaccinated, make sure that that schools and companies around the country can put in place requirements to save more lives and keep people safer.
Keep people safer. They're just trying to keep you safe. I've talked about that. We're just trying to keep you safe. Whenever you hear that, you got to run. When a government official or a medical person, we're just trying to keep you safe. Okay, I'll be leaving now.
And not overly focus on moments in time that don't reflect overarching policy.
It was not just exiting the restaurant, though. He was walking through the restaurant with no mask on. There is a carve-out for people under 2 or people who are actively eating or drinking. So I'm just curious why the president was doing this.
I think I just addressed it, Peter.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You guys crafted the best sort of lie that you could. And because, it's all for show. Something going on here that's not going on here. That's enough for today. Only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, definitely pointing for the apocalypse and the ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.